It's a family.
Hello, my minions. We are back with some more Elder Scrolls Online. Dark Brotherhood DLC has been released. We ended it with Signed in Blood. So let's see what the next line is.
This sanctuary shall serve as a safe haven, a place where you and your brothers and sisters can relax between contracts and other duties. In time, you will come to consider it your home. We are all brothers and sisters, children of the Night Mother and our dread father. Even lone assassins need a family. Introduce yourself to the others. They can provide advice and information, even support for your more challenging contracts. Eager, are you? That's good. Then go and talk to Elam Drawls. He handles lesser contracts for the new initiates. Prove yourself to him, and more interesting assignments will follow. Welcome to the family.
Okay.
Explore the sanctuary. Meet
Welcome
the others,
home.
at
That's
least
what
the
we
ones
started.
currently at home. I believe Green Venom Tongue, Kor, Hildegard, Mirabelle, Simbar, and Tannic are available. When you're done, Elam should have a new task for you to accomplish. The past isn't something we talk about here. For most of us, our lives didn't really begin until we were called to serve the Night Mother. And I was called at a very early age. No one joins the Brotherhood and immediately steps into a position of power. That's not how we do things. I had to prove myself, show that I was dedicated to the Night Mother and her tenets. I served for many years before I earned my title. The Sanctuary has always been my home in the Brotherhood, if that's what you're asking. I've seen the Gold Coast change over the years, but that's enough questions about me. I wouldn't want to think you were taking my measure for some reason.
Come on. Would I dare do such a thing?
Where did you... They were discussing that at the Noble's estate, were they? Bastards. It's true. Someone has been killing our brothers and sisters. When the hunters become the hunted, it's like the world has gone askew. We're investigating the matter. It's not unusual for our pasts to catch up with us, and it's not like we have a shortage of enemies. We'll learn the identity of this killer, and then there will be a reckoning. True, few have the audacity to openly oppose us, but there are many who would love to see the Brotherhood abolished. This feels different. Stay vigilant. Keep your eyes open and report anything you notice as you execute your duties. A little ambition is good for the soul, but only a little. Complete the contracts assigned to you. It's as simple as that. Every life you send to Sithis pleases the Night Mother and raises your profile. Complete enough jobs, and you'll be rewarded. We'll trust you with more difficult contracts, assign you more high-profile targets. The awards are greater, and we'll ask you to help with matters of importance to the Brotherhood. But don't get ahead of yourself. Start with Elam's
Come on,
first.
we have to. Alright, so let's go. He's a vampire. Let's go talk to this person over here. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
So you're the new initiate. You're certainly cuter than the last one. And why wouldn't she, darling? I am her favorite after all. As a matter of fact, I'm everyone's favorite. I'm sure you'll agree soon enough. Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you. May the Night Mother forever hold you in her cold and loving embrace.
Isn't she quaint?
Forward. Believe me, this is my shy and unimposing side. After all, we wouldn't want to give my beloved Simbar the wrong idea, would we? Find me later, and I'll show you what forward really looks like.
Ooh, really?
Oh, you really are too easy, my darling. I'm just having fun with you. I suppose I get that from my family heritage. The Motiers are rich, powerful, and blessed with good looks, and a wicked sense of humor. Just play along and enjoy. Oh, there's nothing noble about my family. But I left that all behind. The wealth, the boredom, the servants waiting on me hand and foot. One day, I strangled my handmaid with a golden chain. And here I am. Life in the Brotherhood suits me.
Psychopath.
You shouldn't know anything, darling. We're a secret organization, after all. I suppose I can tell you that we serve the Night Mother. Her cold embrace binds us together. Never dishonor her. Our contracts aren't mere tasks. We carry out her will. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. These words, as part of the complex ritual, form the Black Sacrament, the means by which those in need pray to the Night Mother. Our mother hears the prayer and whispers to the listener. The listener sends a speaker to arrange the details and create the contract. Then the speaker selects an assassin to carry out our mother's will. It's more than just a job. It's a calling. This just got much too serious for my taste, darling. Let's talk about something, oh, I don't know, more decadent. Like how I'd be nibbling on your ear if Simbar wasn't here. He's watching, isn't he? Maybe a little nibble is in order, You? The speaker sends new initiates to the sanctuary every so often. New blood, you understand. Before you, there was a charming young lad from Glenumbra. Van something, I believe. A shame, really. He was too scrumptious to die so soon. Mind your tongue, initiate. We're the murderers, not the victims here. But I suppose the circumstances were somewhat unusual. Someone left Van pinned to the wall of the inn in Kvatch, held up with multiple daggers. When I find the villain... You don't hunt the hunters. The Brotherhood hunts you. Anything else is a crime against the natural order. But enough of this dark talk. We're just working ourselves into a tizzy. I'd much rather get excited about something more enticing.
We know what type of assassin she is. Let's see. That's dark. Dark and yet almost beautiful. What in the frig is that? That thing's ugly. So, it's a bit dark and twisted and a little bit tormenty with the music. Setting the mood, Phantom of the Opera style.
A new initiate on the premises. I was just checking my notes and realized the details concerning you are sorely lacking. We'll need to She did. Interesting. I wonder what she's planning this time. Well, I'm certain everything will become clear eventually. Even you, I suppose.
Green venom.
Aren't you familiar with the cherished Black Marsh custom? Consuming various venomous concoctions to bolster our natural immunity? I drank so much my tongue turned green. Ha! The new initiates fall for that every time. And you as well, initiate. I look forward to interviewing you at length when you have some time. For my journals, of course. I keep meticulous records. I'll help you, you'll help me. Isn't that what the Bretons call a win-win? What more could you possibly need to know? I am a shadow scale. My life begins and ends with the Dark Brotherhood.
See? Getting some good information.
I could have sworn I explained this before. Let me check my notes. Well, like other Argonians born under the sign of the Shadow, I was taken upon hatching and trained to be an assassin. That makes me a good killer. A very good killer. What an intriguing inquiry. Attempting to ascertain if I actually like it here, or something more subtle. Well, like or dislike is meaningless. I served the matron as I served my former sanctuary, and as I served Black Marsh when called upon. The river carries us where it will, and that's all I prefer to say about that at this time. I was there, now I am here. As are
Fair
you.
enough. Trying to grab onto the past is like trying to hold on to the sands of time. It doesn't work.
Perhaps, depending upon what you mean by something and me. Rest assured, whatever musings and observations I record herein are strictly confidential.
I can work with that.
Now this one I know I've written down. Study the 5 tenets. Learn them. Memorize them. Live them. There's a copy in the sanctuary, someplace. I'd let you look at this one, but I don't let anybody read my journals. That would be inadvisable.
I see. Anything else?
Such a curious mind. Then listen carefully, Initiate. Contracts must be taken seriously. Always obey the matron's instructions to the letter, and don't get yourself killed. Though that probably goes without saying.
So far, I am liking... Let's see the blue. Interesting. I am liking the lore. I've always liked the lore of the Dark Brotherhood and things like that. And this makes things a bit more interesting. And I gotta agree with some other people stated. Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood. These are the things that should have been in the game in the beginning. I like things like the Cyrodiil, Orzammar, Orsinium. That stuff could have come later. But it is here now. It's adding much more to the game. Let's see what happens.
So you're the new recruit, huh? No, don't tell me your name. I'll just call you New Blade. It's easier to remember, and it's not like I'm gonna know you for very long. Yes, New Blade. That's so much better. Oh, I didn't mean to offend you. I just believe in full disclosure. We've lost an initiate and a fully trained assassin recently. Mirabelle's in denial, but I know what's happening. Someone's hunting the Brotherhood, and you make a tempting target. Sure you can. So could Derisa. She still ended up face down in an anvil alley with her throat slit from ear to ear. Whoever murdered her has some impressive skills. I'll give them that. Stay sharp, New Blade. We're not alone in the shadows anymore. Oh, it's a long and sordid tale, full of romance and daring do. Or if you prefer the short version, I was apprenticed to a smith in Sentinel. Loved the trade, hated my master. He liked to hammer more than just metal. When I had enough, I killed him. Oh no, that was just the beginning of my story. I was young and stupid back then. I ran, but apparently not far or fast enough. Got to spend some quality time in a Hammerfell dungeon for my actions. 8 years, if I recall correctly. Well, it wasn't sunshine and camel milk, but I survived. Met some people, learned some lessons. When one of the guards got slumpy, I was ready to act. Simple as that. Of course, hey, I had to make a living. I was branded as a killer, so killing was what I did. Worked for the crime boss Bashira for a while. Then I had a visit one night. The speaker scared the piss out of me, but I couldn't refuse his generous offer. The Dark Brotherhood has been good to me. They taught me to focus my anger, to let the Dread Father work through me. I have a home, an income, and a set of rules to live by. Life makes sense to me here in the Sanctuary. Oh, New Blade, there are always rules. The trick is to learn what they are before you get your hand caught in the sweet roll box. For us, it's all about the 5 tenets. I'm sure there's a book about them somewhere in the Sanctuary.
We gotta go find that.
Teresa and Van. One was an experienced assassin who knew her business. The other was a raw recruit with hardly any blood on his blade. Kinda like you, New Blade. It could have been coincidence, but I think they were targeted by the same killer. Just a feeling, I guess. And the way they were left for all the world to see. Someone was proud of their work and wanted everyone to know it. And it had to be a professional. Teresa was too good to be taken down by an amateur. Matron Astara tells us what to think, not the other way around. But yes, we've talked about this. All we can do is stay alert and try to figure out who's behind the murders. Until then, we're just jumping at shadows. Very dangerous shadows.
Joy, what have I got myself into? Alright, so there's that one down. If we go dish way, let's look at the map. And we got one over there. And then we got one way the frig all the way down there.
It's all right, Lydia. Just a new smell. Your new brother or sister must be here. Do you want to meet them? Come on now, Hilda. Don't be shy. Sorry, she can be skittish around strangers. New brother! Welcome, welcome! If there's anything you need, anything at all, you come to me, miss. Of course! It's important to get to know everyone. You're part of the family now. And family helps each other. It's what we do. Oh, that's not a werewolf. Well, I guess it is. But it's also little Hildegard. She's really sweet. But you'll need to say hello later. She still doesn't have the hang of controlling her transformations. Hildegard is like the little sister I never had. But her true family was awful. They drank the blood of werebeasts. It's a dangerous practice, but not entirely unheard of in Nordlands. They even forced their children to participate. We assume so. But as to why she can't control her transformations, that remains a mystery. She lost control one day, and hurt another member of the tribe. They cursed her and she ran away. I found her later. She was confused, alone, nearly mad. I'm a skilled hunter. Taming animals is almost second nature to me.
Nice.
It took time, but she came to trust me. Accepted me as her big brother. Before that happened, though, she nearly tore my face off. See? I still have the scar. I always liked to hunt and fight. I became a soldier, but that turned out to be more about waiting around than actual battle. So I sold my sword as a mercenary, made some enemies, and soon found out that other sellswords were being paid to kill me. Indeed I did. Kept a low profile in town, spent most of my time in the wilderness. I almost decided to stop running, and then I found little Hilda. She became my reason to go on living. Well, you know, there are some things we just don't talk about in public. I hope you understand. I will tell you that we love it here. We're part of the best family in the whole world. And we're glad to have you with us. I'm sure Hilda agrees.
He's a bit mad. I like him. I'll talk to Hilda later. Alright. So. Ooh, silver werewolf. Interesting. The lore, I think, is well put together so far. And there's stuff all around you gotta pay attention to. And that thing is ugly as hell. Ah. Okay. Let's... get down. Map. That's cool looking.
Well met, brother. I coordinate our family's more mundane contracts. I suggest you get used to this face, as you're going to be seeing a lot of me. Did she now? Are you sure that's what she told you to do? Wouldn't want you to get in trouble your first day in the sanctuary. Now that you're here, we might as well discuss your training. Don't repeat what I say. It annoys me. Now, where was I? Oh yes, your training. Complete a contract, receive a reward. Prove yourself, and more significant contracts will be made available to you. It's simple, really. I don't expect you to last a week, but as long as you're still here. Ready for your first contract, Initiate? Not everyone appeals to the Dark Brotherhood through the Black Sacrament. For those with copious amounts of gold to spare, we usually indulge their more mundane requests.
Alright. Before we move on to the next quest, that was Welcome Home. Run around, you get some lore, you get the feel of the place, and feel of the bit of the family and the madness. I like it. It's fun. It's different. And with that said, my minions, if you guys and gals like what you see, please subscribe. Throw me on your favorite. Smash that like button.
Are you ready for
comments, questions, want to game with me, want to see me stream, let me know. And until next time, keep on gaming.